Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Christine and it is cucumber season. So I am going to be whipping up a batch of my favorite cucumber relish. So I just thought I'd show you what I put in my recipe. So come on with. Okay, here we go. So all of my cucumbers are washed and scrubbed. I did soak them in baking soda for a little while and you should have seen the stuff that came off of it. So right now I've got my chopper out. I know a lot of people use their food processor for this. I like to be in control of how big the chunks are. So I am using my fine chopper here and I just love this thing. So I'm gonna cut these in half and then chop them, and then I'm gonna put them in my larger bowl over here and add the canning salt and then some onions. And these are not traditional onions that a lot of people use. I am using my minced onion. It calls for a full cup of regular chopped onions, but I'm using 3/4 of a cup. So I am gonna get chopping here and I'll see you after I'm done chopping. Okay, I'm down to the last one. And like I said, I'm just wanting to have a little more control over the size of the pieces, etc. And my favorite chopper in the world, sorry it's going to be a little loud as I chop, but it's got all different sizes. You can julienne, you can slice, you can do all kinds of stuff. You've seen it in my other videos. But I'm really hardly pressing down. It sounds worse than it is. And down to the last one. And then this just comes off. There's a couple little pieces here, but that's the size of what I'm going for. And it just cuts it up so nicely. And yes, I could have taken a shortcut, but look how beautiful this is. So now, with my hands, let me get all that out. With my hands, so now I'm adding 1/4 cup of the pickling and canning salt right on top of this. And then actually I'm going to get a spoon out and just kind of get that in there. Get that working for me because I'm going to let this sit for 2 to 3 hours. And this is roughly, I want to say, between 3 and 4 pounds of the pickling cucumbers. If you saw my last video, my husband and I did a farmer's market haul, and this was part of them. And if you did watch that video, those radishes that we bought, whew, they're blazing, let me tell you. Those are fun. They say the hotter the weather, the hotter the radishes. And then I'm just gonna kind of make a hole here in the middle because I am using minced onion. The cucumbers have a lot of water in them, which is kind of what we're trying to pull out. The minced onions kind of tend to rehydrate, so I don't have to chop. Actually, I don't have an onion, so I'm just utilizing what I have. And I've done this before in my recipe. So because it calls for 1 full cup of chopped onion, I'm only doing 3/4 of the minced. And I'm just gonna put them right in and get them mixed in as well. And wait till you see how it turns out. You might not use fresh onion again if you can do this as a shortcut. And of course it's to taste. My husband and I love onion. And I'm just mixing it all in. And it smells wonderful already, but I can't wait for you guys to see how this turns out. So now I'm just going to smooth it out. And I'm going to cover this just with a tea towel for 2 to 3 hours, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to drain it. So that's all I'm doing right now. So I'll see you in a few hours. Okay, I'm going to get my stove on. It's been about 3 hours and I am, let's see, I'm going to turn that pretty much up to high and we're going to get our ingredients in. So I have 2 cups white vinegar, 1 cup apple cider vinegar, 1 cup water. So 4 cups total. And this is the brine that we'll be using. And then I have my measurements here. So I've got my mustard seed, 2 tablespoons, celery seed, 2 teaspoons of each, 1 teaspoon of dill seed. I'm just adding it all to the mixture. I do like to add turmeric to it as well, just kind of a little dash. So I'm doing like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Kind of just shake it in there. Gives it a little unique color. And then we'll be adding the sugar. You can adjust the sugar ratio. I'm only doing 1 cup of sugar. And then we're adding to the 2 cloves of super minced garlic here. And that is my brine. So you want to bring this to a boil. And then while this is going, we're going to go over and check on the cucumber mixture, and we're going to go and squeeze all of that excess water. We're definitely multitasking here. So I did grab my steam canner, get that ready. So the jars are warming up right now, and this has been sitting for roughly 3.5 hours, and you can kind of see that it's really kind of spread out. So I'm taking a mesh sieve, and I'm going to try to squish out as much moisture as I can, and then I'm going to put it in this bowl, and then we'll transfer it once the brine comes up to a boil. So you want to get out as much moisture as you can. So I'm going to be busy working on that while everything else is going. Okay, down to the last little bit, and the brine is just coming to a boil. Just perfect timing, because we'll get this in there. And I'm just taking my big spoon and kind of squeezing every last little bit of juice out that I can. It's not perfect, but so I did not put any extra moisture in this, and look how much juice came out. Quite a bit. So now I'm going to get this over back into the pot of brine that is boiling. Okay, the brine is pretty much boiling. So I am going to get all of this. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. I'm going to get all of this in here and bring this to a boil, my mixture. And that's why you wanted to squeeze out as much moisture as you could, because this is going to add moisture to it. I managed to get everything in there. It was just so heavy. And I am just going to stir this around, and we're going to wait for this to come up to a boil. And then once it comes up to a boil, we simmer it for 10 minutes, and then we get ready to transfer it into the jars, which I have warming up right now. These are all sterilized jars. Meanwhile, while I'm waiting for that, I am going to go and get my lids and rings ready. Just a couple more minutes left, and we'll be ready to take this off the burner. Meanwhile, this is already kind of getting up to temperature with the jars inside, so I'm going to turn that down or off. It's actually already on low, so I'm going to turn that off. And yeah, we'll get this over and we'll get the jars filled up. Okay, let's get this finished up. So I have my super hot product, my fairly warm jars, and I'm just going to kind of get this going. I'm going to leave a 1/4 inch head space. Okay, so this actually filled up more than I thought, and I have a little baby one I'm going to throw in the fridge for ourselves. So next is you just want to go around and do the bubble popping, and then you go around and wipe all the rims. Last one, and this is also the time that you're checking your jars for any dings or nicks, etc. And then this is my one for the fridge, and then we go to lids. I'm just going to place the lids on, and then we'll get all of them finger tight. Nothing too crazy tightness. Okay, they are ready to go onto the steam canner. Okay, and we're going to squeeze this last one in here. Do some adjusting. There we go. And I get the lid on. You can probably hear it kind of steaming already. And we will follow my gauge up on the top. Here's the start of the gauge. Sorry, my finger. So we need it to get to this super dark green area, if you can tell that that's dark green. And as soon as that hits that area, it needs to go for 10 minutes, and that's when I set my timer. So we'll see you when it hits that level. Okay, here we go. It is in the green right here. So I am going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Okay, timer just ended. So I am turning this totally off. I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get the jars off and resting for the evening. Okay, we are successful with 9 half pints of cucumber relish and an extra little bit for me to put in the fridge. So let's get this video closed up. So there we go. We have 9 jars that are ready for the shelf tomorrow after they're done settling, and then one extra one, a little bit for us to throw in the fridge and utilize it in making tartar sauce, putting on brats or burgers, and actually a really fun thing too is actually adding it to cream cheese, giving it a nice little dill flavor. You can add it to mustard. The list is endless. So let me know down in the comments what you use relish for. I'd love to hear something new and different. So thanks again for stopping by my little channel. And if you like super simple recipes like this, along with canning, dehydrating, things like that, hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Christine's Routines. Take care and God bless. And it's my super favorite recipe, really easy to throw together, so I just thought I'd show you what I put in my recipe. So I already said recipe. My name is Christine, and it is cucumber season. So you know what that means. What does it mean? You know what it means.